Welcome to another episode and video on my driving robot Discovery based on the fischertechnik TXT controller running embedded Linux and programmed in Python. It has two touch sensors, active sonar, and a camera used by OpenCV, and a lamp that shows whenever something is going on, like a diversion or whatever, and finally a not entirely functional or meaningful propeller in the end, just for fun. But it shows also that when the program really has finished, then the propeller stops. So in that way it does have a function. Now, last time I have been trying to count pulses and see when everything go wrong, and that was not really logical, because at one time it stops at one point and the other time it stops at the other point, and then I mean the trajectory. Another thing is that last time, surprisingly, everything went in a straight line, and right in the end it went like that. So how will it go this time? I don't really know. Another thing that I do want to add is the let's say signaling or displaying of the battery voltage. I want to know how many times or how long it can go on before the battery is really exhausted, but more importantly, considering the known curve of a battery, does it behave like that or not, and what voltage is it, because it says 8.4 volts or 8,4 volts. Nominal is 9, so how does it respond, in which voltage? Previous tests have shown that it is not quite what it looks like, so I'm very curious. Anyway, let's start the program. And see whatever happens. There we go. Really? I get an OpenCV error, and that's why the program stops. And that OpenCV error is because the image taken is 0 large. It has no content. Why does it have no content? That's a very good one. In which stage is it anyway? It says it is 0 dash 0, so that is right in the beginning of the whole thing. And another thing is, it's no longer in a straight line to the object. It has a diversion. So that is something different, but it hasn't even printed that. So whatever it is, this is not as intended. One more try. Right from here. And what will happen this time? Connected. That's good. Error in camera thread. It's not doing a camera, and the image is again 0. camera connected. There it goes. In a curve. 100% image. And counters are similar. And that is not logical since it has a diversion. And now it stops for what I don't really understand why it stops, but it stops. So no sound either. Difference is 0. Distance is 4. Well, in the end the distance is 4. So let's take a look at what has happened. Okay, so let's see whatever was the last time. Counter 0 is smaller than that, so that is correct. However, I do not see any point where, let's say, a difference in counters has taken place. So, since it did run in a curve, why doesn't that happen? Alright, that is for later. Right now I want to implement the voltage detection whenever that happens. So let's say that would be, yeah, where would it be? This is right after everything is going on. This is completely commented out. Here it is commented. So let's say here, or in the beginning, let's do it here. I think that's a good idea. But I still have to implement everything. So I have to start on top at the beginning. Right here. Yeah, sounds good. So then battery is TXT voltage. That should do it. And actually voltage has to be read from somewhere, and that somewhere should be, in this case, input 7. So actually this is input 7. Oops. And does that make sense? Yes, I think so. So now new line, and then we say battery, or voltage is battery dot for let's say if this makes sense, battery dot usually it goes something like this, but let me check for sure. Better be safe than sorry. Alright, was a little bit wrong, because in the manual it says using battery is, for me this is TXT, then voltage 7, where 7 is the input, and then using it like battery.voltage. So I'm going to follow this and see whatever happens. I am going to do it right here and do it right in the beginning, which seems the correct way to do it. So in this case I say, just like in the with the print or with the example, battery is voltage, alright, in millivolts, which is a bit strange in my opinion, but let's follow it. That should be it. Yes. And let's see if that really does work. I already put a cable from here to input 7. So whatever happens, happens. Yeah, let's also check for some image that is there. 0 and 15, that is interesting. Alright, let's see whatever this gives. Oh wait, that is not possible. I have to say display if I want to show something. Purple. Right. That means that the image is nothing. Right, doesn't matter. Let's go for voltage. Alright. And now let's see whatever happens. Quite curious. If something happens. It starts with imaging and imaging and imaging. Oh wait, here 8.6 volt. Oh, that's very nice. Alright, let's cut it. Where does it start? Here. And then looking for battery here. This is millivolts, so this 8.6 volts. Not bad. And a way better result than I had last time with the other robot, because that gave in very bad, let's say, not in thousands but in tens, like 86 or 26. Oh, here 8,4 volts. Oh wow, that goes quickly. So then again, counters not equal. So this is well, it's evidently that it took a coarse diversion, but let's see whatever else. Yeah, well, this is a diversion of 3, a difference of 3. Three is not equal, I noticed. Does it say in RoboPro exactly the same, by the way? Interesting to notice. I have to take this one. This is 3. Says nothing at all, so it doesn't take it over. It only takes it over when I'm running through this, apparently. And I7 is something. But what? Oh, really? Here it says voltage 8.6 in millivolts. Interesting. So that does work. All right. Let's continue. Now it is time for a slightly different approach, because so far I have been setting a trajectory which ends straight in the middle, right there. But now I want, because of the flat surface of that one, I want to go to the more dispersive surface, well, lack of surface, right there. So I put it right in front of this object. Now let's see whatever happens this time. How will the sonar respond? How will things happen? Or in camera thread? No, I don't want that. 0. Alright. That doesn't go exactly like planned, but why? Alright, start over. And what does it do? 100%. Alright, happy with that. Yeah, I don't care. Voltage 8.6, less than 8.6. And it has a diversion. Yeah, boom. I know. That's a hit. And a lamp. But no touching. No touch. I didn't hear a sound. Strange. So if I do not have any difference in counter, then why does it not end up here, but ended up actually against this object anyway? That is strange. Very strange. Let's do that again. Long distance. Longer distance actually. Let's measure. How far away is it anyway? that would be 66 centimeters or 26 inches. So let's go. Another premature end. Come on. Alright. Oh well, this is really not what I like. Premature end, I don't care. For now. Here, this is different. A very different here. .3 volts. And look at that. Look at what happens. Really. Yeah. And there it makes a turn to the right, slippery wheel. This wheel slipped, not very well visible on camera, but with the bare eye it was very clearly visible. It slips and it makes a full turn. Okay, that's a first. This is interesting. Why does this happen? Really? You're kidding me. Never had this one before. But quite interesting. Battery 8.3 volts. And still 100% camera image. 100%. Another premature end of JPEG file. Oh, I love to see those images. And still it goes on. It makes no sense whatsoever. No sense, because it had a massive diversion. No straight trajectory at all, and yet this happens. Okay, let's cut it. This is really odd. Alright, time to view some images. And the best thing to do is to take the latest ones, which are these. Oh, this is funny. It has taken a lot of images. But which ones are when? This is 0. These are all 0 at the start of the algorithm. This one is a late one. So let's view that one. That's 9. That's not even. Yeah, that's 19, and then 15, 21, 51. Yeah. Red. Oh, I get it. That was when it was straight at this object. and this one of course as well, then this one will be the same. Let's view that. 21, 40. Close to my assumption, yeah. Then the one before that is 29, 21, 29, okay. Yeah, close to it. Then there's a 14. Let's watch that one. 15. 18. 47. Aha, this approaching. Dull stuff. And here you see a little bit of white, I think. Might be this one. So let's take a look at the very last one. Will be a very different one. Yeah, very different. Here it's made a full turn. Alright. So, interesting. How to continue? Good question. And the question of how to go on will be unanswered for now, because it's time to wrap up already. Yeah, this has been a very unexpected event, where it made an unexpected very full turn, 180 degrees. Thankfully not 360 or something. Would be fun, but didn't happen. I'm happy that the battery indication works. I can check for the situation right now, and it's down to 8.4 volts. 8.4 volts. So doesn't take very much, but I would like to go on and on and on and see when it actually goes off. Would be nice to see. Planning a straight line, having no difference in counters, and yet it goes from there, not there, but here, makes a full turn and goes there. I can't explain this. Nice to see, but okay. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't done so, give it thumbs up, leave a comment. You can also follow me on Twitter. If so, retweet, like and leave a comment. You can also follow me on Instagram. Like and leave a comment. Please donate to keep videos coming to you. Much appreciated. You can also become a patron and have your name mentioned, either just on my website or with a higher pledge on my website, as well as with my videos. And this is going to be continued. Obviously. It's getting more and more interesting. So once again, thank you for watching, and bye bye.